Burnley have now had 10 goalless draws this season. It's the joint most in an entire championship season since 2008, and Burnley have still got 16 games to go. And I've seen plenty of shouts from opposition fans calling Burnley boring, particularly after that dreadful game against Leeds last Monday. But what do you think? Do you think Burnley are boring?
I'd be contradicting myself if I didn't, right? Because we said this about Scott Parker at the very start of the season, probably when he was appointed, that his style of football, unfortunately, is a bit bland. Now, I wanted to turn the page a little bit and praise him because I think this conservative approach is a good approach, but 10 goalless draws is a ridiculous amount. It is a poor amount, especially if you're chasing promotion. It's what you expect from a mid-table team, isn't it? You know, how often have we seen Gary Rowett at Millwall's side draw their way to mid-table or draw their way to playoff contention? You've got to turn those bland, poor performances into wins somehow. And unfortunately, I don't think this Burnley side has got enough about them. Are they creating enough from set pieces? You can argue that they're not. Are they creating enough from wide areas? Arguably not. Is the introduction of new players going to help things? No, because we know Scott Parker, unfortunately, in his style of football, doesn't always get the best out of individuals. So, yes, Burnley are boring. Scott Parker is a boring manager. He wears cardigans, for God's sake. Of course he's boring. But, they're easy to defend against. I think that's it. Teams have got their numbers now.
Yeah, it's hard to disagree because 10 goalless draws in a season, that is boring, isn't it? It's very, very hard to defend that, whichever way you look at it. But, to defend Scott Parker in a way, Scott Parker's paid to get results, and in that sense, he is doing a good job. That's why Burnley are third in the table. People will say football is about entertainment, and it is meant to be, but if you ask Burnley's owners why they're paying Scott Parker, they'll say it's because they want to go straight back up. And if he thinks making Burnley extremely cautious is the best way to go about it, then that's up to him. Would I want to watch it? No. As a neutral, do I want to see a team getting promoted while being incredibly dull? I'd rather not, but it's all about promotion at the end of the day, and I doubt Scott Parker will particularly care if he gets called boring, as long as he gets Burnley to the Premier League. Is he making the most of the talent that he's got at his disposal? Probably not, but again, I don't think he particularly cares.